On the news tonight, 200 inmates regain freedom from illegal center. Senate confirms 15 NDDC nominees. Plus, Golden Eaglets ready to take on Netherlands for Under-17 World Cup quarter-final slot. Hello, good evening, and thanks for joining us. My name is Elizabeth Ibuge. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of Dr. Mrs. Sarah Alade as his special advisor on finance and economy. A statement by the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Shehu Garba, shows that Dr. Alade holds a Bachelor of Science degree in economics and a doctorate degree in management science operations research. She retired from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, as deputy governor in 2017 after spending 23 years in the Apex Bank. She had also acted briefly in 2014 as the CBN governor.
In a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, Economics and PhD in Management Science Operations Research, retired from the Central Bank of Nigeria as deputy governor.
Meanwhile, the Senate has confirmed 15 out of 16 nominees as members of the governing board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Elizabeth Omori has that report.
Senate Committee on Niger Delta Development Commission, while presenting its report on the screening of the nominees, explained that one of them, Joy Nune, representing Rivers State, did not appear for the screening. The Senate also confirmed Justice John Soho and Benedict Kamip as Chief Judge of the Federal High Court and President of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria. 11 bills were passed for first reading, including the Finance Bill 2019.
In another development, the House of Representatives has urged the federal government to improve the state of some foreign nations as they are the image of Nigeria abroad. Elizabeth Mori again has that story.
Funding to the missions to enable them function effectively, especially with regards to issuance of visa and passports. The motion, discussed as a matter of public importance, as moved by Representative Yusuf Buba, noted some uncomplimentary reports on social media platforms on the poor state and services at some of the nations and urged the federal government to do something about such issues. The lawmakers also called for the naturalization of Dr. Stella Adadevo, a Nigerian physician who in 2014 risked her life to prevent the spread of Ebola virus in the country.
Nigerians have continued to react to the signing of the Deep Offshore and Inland Bases Production Sharing Contract Amendment Law. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria described this as a step in the right direction.
Decades, the Deep Offshore and Inland Basin Production Sharing Contract Law did not undergo any amendment as provided in the legislation. However, the present administration deemed it fit to push for the amendment in view of the benefits from it. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria commenting on the amended act described the development as a new dawn for Nigeria.
What we are seeing is the advantage of collaboration and cooperation between the legislature and the executive. That's the result we are seeing. The legislature expeditiously got it done. I think it's for the younger generation because a new set of money is made available.
Guests believe the strengthening of Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative and effective operationalization of cabotage and local content will help develop the oil gas sector for optimum results.
We expect more, even from the angle of the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. We really expect more. If not for the report and the audit they've been embarking upon from time to time. Some of these issues will not have seen the light of day.
Ultimately, we will be much encouraged if this bill comes out in form of executive bill.
Yes.
Because if it comes from the executive will now work with all the key agencies in the industry.
The guests called for prompt passage of petroleum industry bill and proper monitoring of funds to be realized from proceeds of the amended act. In Abuja, Putuamila, NTA.
Back here in Abeokuta, a group called the Believe Movement has passed a vote of confidence on the Ogun State Governor, Prince Nta Abeokuta. Lukman Adefeso's report is here presented in this package. Looks like that report is not ready. The Segun Odegbami International College and Sports Academy for Developing Young Talents in All-Round Education and Sport has received a boost with inauguration of additional blocks of 2 classrooms. Lekon Agbonde reports.
Nigeria one day. How to run into holes, pass going into the holes, how to defend the position attacks. They also teach us morals and how to play on the pitch.
The two have enrolled at the Segun Odegbami International College and Sports Academy to receive training not only in sports but to gain experience in other vocations and become independent citizens and possibly employers of labor in future. Lee Evans, former world champion and double Olympic medalist, is one of the instructors at the training school.
I've started to work with some young athletes here and train them. I teach classes and I also train the young athletes. And I found some very good potentials. I would say in 1 year in athletics, you will hear some names of some young students here who will be able to make the national teams of Nigeria in athletics.
The inauguration of these new classrooms is another success story in the history of the institution established 12 years ago by an icon of sports and former Nigeria international, Segun Odegbami.
So what we are doing here is trying to create the environment where you can combine education and sports for the children, and you have an environment that would benefit from it. The community of Wasimi Orile is the one that is giving us the environment for the school. This place will become the citadel of learning, citadel of development of local communities in the very near future, and citadel of sports.
Where the impart knowledge here is tremendous because my ward that is here has dramatically changed. They have been able to bring out the psychomotor domain style in him. His usage of reflexes. My son is quite interested in becoming a goalkeeper. But there's something they do that is also extraordinary. The fact that you play football and you're very good does not mean that if you don't do well in class, that's what my son told me, that if you fail your assignments or you fail your test in class, they're not going to put you on the field on Saturday.
The inauguration ceremony witnessed various presentations from students of the college.
I'll go back to Lukman's report, which is now ready. A group called the Believe Movement has passed a vote of confidence on the Ogun State Governor, Prince Nta Abeokuta. Lukman Adefeso's report is here presented.
The build-up to the 2019 general elections, the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Ogun State had promised to run an all-inclusive government. The visit by the leadership of our political group, Believe Movement, to the governor's office, Okemoson Abeokuta, led by the governorship standard bearer of the African Democratic Congress (ADC) in the 2019 general elections, Prince Gboyega Nasiru Isiaka, was therefore to strengthen the existing alliance between the movement and his administration. The meeting was, however, held behind closed doors. Leader of the team, Gboyega Isiaka, briefed the media on the outcome of the meeting.
We have interaction with our people
all across the state, and they mandated this number of people to come and talk to the governor. All the areas that the source clarifications has been done. So we need to go back to them, and within the next couple of days, the full outcome of the meeting will be made known to the public. We are very confident because Mori shows the night from what we have seen in 5 months, and that is also what somebody said inside there, that if we have not seen positive signs, we probably will not want to graduate our relationship.
When asked if the meeting is connected to ADC, he has this to say.
Well, I am not ADC. I only contested on the platform of ADC, but I'm a very strong member of ADC. But I cannot speak for ADC because ADC has national chairmanship, ADC has state chairmanship, and all of that. But I have come because I lead a political movement into ADC some months ago. So I've come here on the platform of that political movement.
He, however, added that the group will continue to engage the governor to fast-track all-round development in the state.
Over 200 inmates of an illegal rehabilitation center at Olore Central Mosque in Ojo area of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, have regained freedom. Kayode Oladusu reports that the illegal center was discovered following a tip-off to the police.
Illegal rehabilitation centers may be a national phenomenon as the police busted another one in Ibadan. The State Commissioner of Police, Shina Olukolu, who led his men to the scene of the illegal center, rescued 34 females, 191 males, 11 children, and 23 sick ones that were allegedly detained and chained for the past 2 to 10 years.
Young men, young women are being kept in captivity in a dungeon-like situation. As a matter of fact, man's inhumanity to man is being manifested in this environment.
It's a very pathetic issue, but we are going to take care of the situation.
The victims living in inhuman conditions look discouraged and unkept as they narrate what they have passed through.
I used 1.5 years in there, and with that 1.5 years, it's been hell.
I don't drink water. I don't drink good water. Bath. I don't bath regularly.
The state government has told the police that they are ready to take care of these people and ensure that they are properly kept, properly treated, well fed, and treated as human beings.
5 persons suspected to be connected with the center were arrested while police have secured the facility in Ibadan. NTA News.
Still on security, Northeast governors have met to deliberate on how to tackle the challenges of insecurity in the geopolitical zones. Citizens to support the armed forces and be vigilant enough to report suspicious persons in their communities to put an end to security challenges.
Inclusive approach towards aiding us in the achievement of our internal security mandate. The process requires a holistic approach that promotes peace, stability, and social cohesion by addressing the rehabilitation of infrastructure and services and addresses underlying macroeconomic issues to overcome the nexus of instability, conflict, and deteriorating development.
Aging is a natural process of becoming older, which everybody must go through. Although the thought of aging is scary to some, it is, however, a wake-up call to others to devise means for self-help in future. Basi Itaipam reports that the Coalition of Societies of Rights of Older Persons has put together a national conference to change the narrative.
Is a senior citizen who during his active age served the country. Joseph, like many others, came from various states with exactment, formally registered to be part of the program that is intended to give the elderly a better life. They told me that the conference is an opportunity for them to meet and discuss with old friends. Their aim is to awaken the consciousness of Nigerians towards promoting their well-being, welfare, and dignity.
So what we're saying is, one, let there be a legal framework defining the rights and privileges that accrue to an older person.
The rights and privileges of the older persons have to do what are the government plans for the older persons in terms of health, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of healthy living.
Several issues bordering on the elderly persons in the country were brought to the fore.
That thousands of the older persons die every year from chronic diseases that can be prevented or controlled to achieve healthy and productive lives. This is not acceptable.
The second National Conference on Aging focused on taking the rights and privileges of the older persons in Nigeria to the next level. Basi Taipan, NTA News.
More news after this timeout. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. And if you just joined us, this is NTA Channel 12 News. And now to other stories. More than 200 shops and other buildings have been gutted by fire along Martins, Oluwole, and Dosumu Aziz of Lagos Island Market. Amakau reports.
It's double tragedy for traders on Lagos Island as this massive shopping plaza is on fire. It was a pathetic scene to behold. From what NTA News gathered, the fire started in one of the stores, just like a child play. When bystanders called the attention of the shop owner to the fire, he sounded nonchalant and doused the fear that it would be controlled until it got out of hand. This, perhaps, could have been why other traders were almost violent as they count their losses. Men of the Lagos State Fire Service and other emergency joint team are struggling to prevent further spread.
Right now, they are here and they are doing their best to see what they can do to quench the fire. But I want to also appeal that our fire service should be responding on time.
We will conduct preliminary investigations on it, and we will get to the root of the matter. But my own action right now is to ensure safety of life and properties in this environment.
Confusion everywhere, and traders resorted to self-help. The only hope for these traders and other building owners on the axis is that the ongoing effort to quell the inferno will be successful to prevent the popular market from becoming a total ruin. In Lagos, Amaka O, NT News.
And now business. The Nigeria Stock Exchange seeks information security in capital market. Let's join Precious Shodipo for details.
On business news tonight, the Nigerian Stock Exchange says it is intensifying efforts to ensure the security of information in the capital market. The 7th edition of the Nigerian Capital Information Security Forum brought together leading industry data privacy and security experts and capital markets shareholders to share actionable information on the prevailing data protection regulation. The forum is aimed at achieving privacy by default and privacy by design. The forum also highlighted how organizations could comply with the regulation on an ongoing basis as a means of protecting clients' data and boosting investors' confidence. The Chief Risk Officer, NSCE, Mr. Razak Ozemide, said the event provided participants a perfect opportunity to get deeper understanding of present and developing trends in information security through case studies. Case studied includes topics ranging from how industry is redefining their data protection regulation practice to development in protecting personally identifiable information and data protection regimes. On this note, we wrap up NTA Business News for tonight. I am Precious.
And on entertainment, the Nollywood industry says it has learnt a lot of lessons from their recent disqualification at the 2020 Oscar Award Lionheart. For details, let's join Oluwatosi.
News tonight. Selection committee says the Genevieve Nnamdi directorial debut, Lionel from the 2020 Oscar Award should be an eye-opener for filmmakers in the Nollywood industry. The Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Science had disqualified the movie Lionheart, which was Nigeria's submission to the International Featured Film category of the Oscar. This is for failing to meet the requirement that entries have a predominantly non-English recording dialogue. Lionheart was recently selected by the NOSC and submitted to represent the country at the award event to be held on February 9, 2020 in Los Angeles, United States. The film, which first premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2018, had been up against 92 countries around the globe as Nigeria's first ever entry to make its Academy Award. The chairman of the committee, Chineze Ayani, in a statement on Tuesday, said Nigerian filmmakers have had concern with regard to shorting movies with non-English recording dialogue because the industry is often faced with producing films with a wide reach. Ayani, however, urged filmmakers to henceforth put the requirements into consideration while registering their movies. She stated that Lionel passed on other technical requirements including story, sound and pictures, except for language, as adjudged by the academic screening matrix, which she said was a challenge for the committee at the time. Following the disqualification, Nnamdi had expressed her displeasure and took a critical shot at Oscar. Nnamdi tweeted, "I am the director of Lionheart. This movie represents the way we speak as Nigerians. This includes English, which acts as a bridge between the 500 plus